Hi fans of high quality entertainment. First of all, thank you for all of the very kind words on my previous video regarding, I won't say the word, I'll just say the Fab Four. But I won't mention the Fab Four in this video. And stay tuned for my next comedy video, Food Poisoning, coming really soon. It's hilarious. Is rock music dead? I would love your thoughts in the comment section below after I read you a couple of things that a couple of rock artists said. First of all, Peter Criss, who was the original drummer for Kiss. Former Kiss drummer Peter Criss has had his differences of opinion with ex-bandmate Gene Simmons. But they agree in at least one respect. Both men seem to think rock is dead. During a recent interview with Hi-Fi Way, Criss echoed Simmons' controversial assessment, bluntly stating that in his opinion rock and roll is over. Although he insists he's a 21st century guy, Peter Criss admits he can't help but be disappointed when he compares the music he's hearing today with the stuff he grew up on. And it's helped nudge him towards his decision to retire. And he says, I've been around since the day that the Beatles, there they are, bringing up the Beatles again. I've been around since the day that the Beatles were on stage. I've been around when music was Motown. I've been around. What's going on today ain't my cup of tea. The 60s and 70s were the times to be around. I saw Jimi Hendrix, I saw the real Who, the real Zeppelin, the Beatles, and I've seen the Stones many times now, and I know them and we're friends. Over the years, a lot has happened to me and I got to see all these great acts, and what I see today doesn't rock my cradle and doesn't do anything for me, and I don't care for a lot of the music. As Peter sees it, making a name for yourself took more creativity and effort when he was starting out. And even if you do have a ton of talent today, it's all pretty much been done anyway. We were early pioneers and no one was doing that when we started out. Now everyone does it. So it isn't big news anymore. It's time for me to get off the train, as it's not a great ride anymore. I don't go to concerts much anymore because I don't enjoy myself, because I get constantly harassed, people with phones wanting to take pictures. I can't really sit and enjoy the concert or have a good time, so I'm more of a homebody these days. The world has changed, my friend. So that's Peter's thoughts on rock music. Is rock music dying? And now for John Mellencamp. He says, I've got two boys, 22 and 21, and I don't think they ever sat down and listened to a whole album in their whole life. I read just the other day, I think it was Ray Davies from the Kinks, that rock and roll is going to come back. It's not going to come back. We've seen it. It happened. It's like we had a 50-year run of a particular type of music, and history will tell us that. Pointing out that rock is just one of many styles of music to have its turn on top of the charts, Mellencamp argued that it isn't just cynical tastes that have undermined the genre's supremacy. It's the way the industry has been hobbled by the proliferation of entertainment options for consumers. I'm not saying there aren't great songwriters out there. There are. But we're never going to experience them the way we were able to experience them in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. We're not set up for that anymore. And so there it is. And I'm interested in your opinion. I personally, like I've said, I did a recent video where I just listened to music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and a little bit from the 90s. And there's so much great music from back then that I'm totally happy, personally, with listening to stuff from the past. And if you're into newer bands, good for you. I'm very happy for you. But I personally think everything has already been done with rock music better in the past than it is now. It might be some good bands now, some brand new bands that are great, but I don't think they can compare to like Led Zeppelin, Yes, Frank Zappa, that other band that I talk about too much. So I just love your thoughts nicely in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Bye.